Hello world, in today's video we are going to create these 20 buttons, beautiful looking 20 buttons, where when you click on this button it gives you this pop-up message which says button 4 clicked. That is, whichever button you click it will give you a message saying button is clicked. If you click on button number 18 it will say button 18 clicked. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started with this mini project. So I have 3 files open up in my Sublime text editor. They're called index.html, style.css and main.js. They're all under this project folder. And I also have a live server running on my Firefox editor. So let's get some boilerplate for index.html. This is what we'll be using as a boilerplate. Let me just paste it here. And I'll just minimize this thing. Let's give this thing title of 20 buttons with alert. Okay, and yeah, so the rest of the things I'll just walk over them. We have 2 meta tags, and then we have a link element that links our style.css to this HTML, and we have a script element that links main.js to our HTML file. So for this mini project we'll just need one div element. So let's create that and let's call it, we'll give it a class of button container because this will be containing our buttons. Okay, so that's all for the HTML part. Let's do some basic styling. For all the elements, let's do box sizing of border box, and for the body we'll use display flex, align item center, justify content center so that everything is aligned in the center, and let's give it a height of 100 viewport height with margin 0. Let's also give it a background color of gray. Okay, let's check if that is, I think the browser sync is not working. Let's refresh it once and then let's see. Now it started working. Let's go back to gray. Okay, so this is initial styling of our CSS. Let's go to main.js where now we'll create our 20 buttons. So before creating 20 buttons, first we'll let's get the container element. Okay, so let's do that here, button container element, and we'll do that from using query selector on the document dot query selector button container. Okay, let's see if we got this element. We'll check it in the console. Okay, just open up the, yeah, there we go. We have our button container. Now as we are going to create 20 buttons, let's save that into a variable button number. I'm going to call it 20, and we'll create all these buttons using a for loop. So let's create that. I want this. Okay, button number, and we'll start from 1. We'll go till button number +1. Okay, now let's create a button element. So for that we'll do let button element equal to document dot create element. And the element will be of the type button. Okay, Let's put inner HTML for this button element equal to I, so that we'll be able to see the I forgot to put the, so that each button will have this number inside it. And then let's append this element to the container. Dot append child and button element. On saving this, we should have all our buttons, but they don't look too good. Let's just style them a little bit. So we'll go to CSS again, and then we are going to style our buttons. Let's give them height of 20 pixel, width of 50 pixel, and margin of 5 pixel. Let's get them in the center by providing width to our body. Let's call it 600 pixel. Oh, they're not in the center yet. Let's make them in the center. Okay. Let's also round their buttons border. So for that we'll put a border of, let's give it a solid border of 2 pixel, and let's give it a color of white, and border radius of 10 pixel. Okay, much better. But I also don't like the font of these buttons. Let's give this let's change this font. I like this font, and I'll just pick it up from my CSS boilerplate. You can also get it from the Google Fonts. Okay, let's put that here. Font family, I think they're called Colin Park. Okay, and sans serif. Okay, much better. Yeah, now we want to get alert every time I click on these buttons. So for that, let's get this small. I'll just create event listener on this button. So for that, we'll just do button element dot add event listener. It will be of the type click, and we'll call this callback function, where it will just say alert. Let's use template strings here, and we'll say clicked. Okay, we'll say button clicked. Now we want to put the ID here. So we also need the event, so that we'll be able to identify which button was clicked, and we will do event dot target dot inner HTML. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's all for this mini project. Let me know how would you do, how would you go about making this project? Would you do anything differently? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'll be creating many such projects, and thanks for watching.